Wow, Ubisoft, you've really managed to pull off an absolute blinder this time. So first of all, we have Watch Dogs is a disaster, the crew's a bit of a disaster, Unity is a bit of a disaster, but your one game, Far Cry 4, is released and does very well. No major problems. Until you start banning PC gamers and removing their copies of the game, because PC gamers might have inadvertently bought this game illegally through third-party CDkey sites. No forewarning, just the game removed. A whole day of people raging on the forums about what Ubisoft had done, and all they've done is turn around and blame the CDkey sites and told us we have to go and get our money back from them. Wholly unacceptable, Ubisoft. If you've had keys fraudulently stolen from you, then notify the consumer, but at the end of the day, by taking that product away from us and effectively leaving consumers in a limbo state, stuck between, well, the CDkey site the key was bought from and Ubisoft, but with the product having been removed, it's a massive own goal on the one flipping game that they didn't manage to screw up on this year. It truly is remarkable Ubisoft would pull off one like this. Now, bearing in mind as well, we only have Ubisoft's word that these CD keys were stolen. We have no proof right now. Absolutely none. And we have no proof, either way, that Ubisoft has got this call right, and that all of the keys they've removed actually were fraudulently obtained by these CDkey sites. Now, it's important to note that the CDkey sites that seem to have been hit by this are wide and varied, and they are well-known brands. CJSCDKeys, G2A, and Kinguin. And probably many others as well. Now, the reason this has happened is because those sites allow third parties to resell keys through their service. In my case, I picked up a copy of Far Cry 4 for my brother-in-law as a Christmas present, no less. I used GTA's service, and we even validated the code utilising G2A's remote desktop feature, which guarantees the key will work. Brilliant! Where does this leave us all? There are thousands of Ubisoft customers right now screaming bloody murder at Ubisoft for this. Bearing in mind, they're not blaming the CDkey sites, they're blaming Ubisoft's customer service and the way they dealt with this matter. There was 101 different ways Ubisoft could have dealt with this that wouldn't have caused a huge fucking blowback right in their faces, along with damaging their only goddamn brand that hasn't been damaged by Ubisoft this year. It's absolutely gobsmacking Ubisoft would do this. And again, it smacks of a company who's only focused on the bottom line and couldn't give two figs about the consumer experience. Why should consumers be the one stuck in the middle here, when actually they're the fans who buy these games regularly? We're the ones who realistically, Ubisoft should be indemnifying against this little balls up while they go after the people who've stolen these keys. But no, because let's use a sledgehammer to crack a peanut. Utterly bloody stupid Ubisoft, and I really do hope that this is the final nail in your coffin now, actually. It's not the matter where you have the right, obviously, to protect your work. It's the way you've gone about your customer service over the last year that makes you a write-off as a company. Realistically, nobody should bother pre-ordering your games, nobody should bother buying your bloody games, because you're a company that can't be trusted to treat consumers with respect when things outside of everyone's control go wrong. So, I'm sure there'll be lots of people out there who are going to tell me, I'm wrong, blah blah blah. I don't actually care. There are so many people who've been impacted by Ubisoft mess-ups this year that actually I've had enough of them. We won't be bothering to deal with any more Ubisoft games here. There's no flipping point. They either won't work at launch, or there's a chance that the keys will have been fraudulently sold, and then we'll lose the product anyway. If you've been impacted by this, do make sure you go back to PayPal, back to your credit card company, and you flag this as a fraudulently sold item. Then obviously make sure you've contacted the company involved as well. Hopefully, as appears to be the case, G2A at least are looking to resolve this matter. They're very concerned, but that doesn't change the fact that this has happened in the first place, and there is fault on all sides. Consumers will always go for the lowest priced product, simple as that. G2A and the other CDkey sites really needed to make sure they were vetting where these keys were coming from, and Ubisoft's customer service needs a real swift kick up the backside for when it comes to how they deal with these issues, because frankly, this is abysmal customer service, and it's just treating the customer with complete contempt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can pledge $1 a month on Patreon to help support the Androidizen, keeping us 100% independent, an honest opinion direct from the UK. If you pledge $1 a month, you'll be entered into our prize pool to win cool items from our review bag. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. We love to chat.